music in this game freaking slaps. Yeah, so welcome, esteemed viewers, to another episode of Jekyllstein Gray Plays. And today I am playing what is arguably, like, if you held a gun to my head and you totally convinced this game, I would probably have to play this one. I don't know, I don't want to understand why opening later on this game. So I was trying to I was going back and forth on whether or not to make it a one-shot with I decided against it. You know, the reason I was considering doing that is I have a friend who I'm not going to name here, but he got it on the he got this game on the well, the reason I was considering doing a one-shot is because he got it on the the mobile version of this game, which is good. But the problem is he was playing it like most mobile games are, like when you're waiting in line to get food or something. And he didn't I was gonna say and that is like the wrong way to play this game. And so I was like, you know, it's probably going to need to play it all the way through. And if you have the time to do that, then sure. But in the end, I decided to make this like a kind of a trilogy of videos, like 3 1-hour or a little over an hour videos. And yeah, so because it's still like you can still how do I put this? You can still enjoy the game. Like you don't have to play it all in one sitting to get a good experience. You just probably should not be playing it again like 5 minutes at a time. You should probably sit down for like a half hour or an hour at the minimum. So this video is also gonna get kind of heavy. Not like any stuff that I'd have to put a content warning out about, but it's gonna, you know, this game is a big emotional roller coaster, and that's probably what this video is gonna be. So right here, we're getting introduced to the player characters, Dr. Rosling and Dr. Watts, and right away we have something interesting. So this game does a lot of, it presents a lot of tropes and simple ideas, and then it subverts them. So these guys are pretty, you know, these are the hyper-competent female colleague and the doofy male colleague. I definitely can't get into specifics here. I mean, I could, but I don't want to because it would be a huge spoiler. But that actually gets explored in a really interesting way. That'll probably have to wait until the third video. So, got this like let's roll. So yeah, just to give you an idea of how much I love this game. Just to give you an idea of how much I love this game, I have 25 hours on record on Steam. Again, this is a 3 to 4 hour. Again, this is a 3 to 4 hour game. So yeah. Although to be fair, one of those like 3 or 4 of those hours is my younger sister actually played this game. Oh hey, it's the Freebird logo. Little boulder. So this is honestly the weakest part of the game. You know, like I think like only like 27% of people, last I checked, had the achievement for finishing the whole game, which is weird because again, this is a pretty short game, and there's really no like mad gamer skills needed to play it. But I think that this intro might have something to do with it, which is a huge shame. Because this well, that was some weird lag. because so this intro, it's weird because I really don't know how else I would start this. Yeah, it's a little weird moment. But it's also, it's not boring, but the later parts of the game are way more interesting and memorable and emotional than that. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm probably also gonna get choked out at certain points in this game. So yeah, if you didn't want to listen to that, gonna watch. But again, I'm gonna make a push. I hate self-promotion. Normally, it always feels weird. I do it, but I do it like on Twitter and not even really on Facebook, because I really don't want to like be spamming people. But I'm gonna push this a lot because I really want. There's a lot of like actually important stuff I want to talk about. Yeah. So if you played the game, you probably know why, like what I specifically want to talk about. If you haven't, well, first of all, if you haven't, you really should play this game. It's like at the most expensive is $10, and that is totally worth it for this experience. But also, you can get it on sale for like a quarter of that. So if you are at all interested in this game, go out and play it before. If you can't play it, or you're not interested, but you really want to see the story or hear what I have to say, then continue watching. Yeah, so again, this is the writing is pretty solid. You know, you get introductions to these characters that you're going to spend a lot of time with. You're actually going to spend multiple games with. So this is quote. This is again, if you've played this game before, you know what it's talking about. But if you haven't played this before, that's just a random nonsense thing. But yeah, Dr. Livingstone, I presume. Yeah. So it's again, this is mostly just jokes, and this game it definitely has jokes and comic relief moments. Yeah, it's definitely not a comedy, but but it definitely has comic moments. But this opening is mostly comedy. So it's only towards the end of the opening where you actually start to see you actually start to see you actually start to see lost my train of thought. You actually start to see kind of the central mystery start to form. Yeah. So this is that's a tune you'll be hearing a lot. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and breeze through this, mostly because I want to get to the stuff I want to talk about. So there's a couple of parts where you get the chance to like look around and stuff. I would recommend you do it if you're playing this game for yourself. But I want to actually like talk about this stuff. I actually want to do it for you. Yeah, good parts. You know, but yeah, it's fun and if you've played this game before, going through and doing all the little intro stuff is actually really useful because it's I've heard it described as the Babylon 5 effect. It's the steel-faced war runner. There's things that are completely that feel completely different if you know what is going in this. If you know what's gonna happen. all succeed because we're awesome. Make the wish. The moon. The moon. You want to go to the moon. The gears gonna keep on getting crazier, huh? Can you do it? Depends. Choose to say yes. Why don't you tell us about our clients? Again, if you've been watching my Spiritfarer videos, you know there are parts that the recording bar won't let me see. It's not nearly as egregious here because I actually know what they're saying. First of all, I've played this game before, so so Johnny is kind of a mysterious loner figure. So let's do Dr. Rosalind. Yeah, alright. So this game also has some very light adventure game elements. And I say light, I mean really light. Which I actually like for this type of game. I have for the last door Halloween videos, I've had to consult the walkthroughs a couple times, and it kind of knocks the wind out of my sails when I have to do that. And it kind of works better for the last door, but for this game it would not work. Show me around the house, maybe. These little brats. Oh yeah, also, you might be wondering where the profanity is if you've been watching my show before. There's a lot of reasons why I'm not gonna do that. So I'm definitely gonna keep doing that on other videos, but for these specifically, I'm gonna avoid that. I wanna keep some chance of monetization. This video is probably not gonna get monetized, I'm gonna say no. I usually get it for them, but I don't know if the yeah, so the funny room is where things actually start getting interesting. And book of heavy study. So if you again, if you this is the right one. I guess I should trust my instincts. The Emperor's New Clothes. That's this is actually this game kind of made me love the Emperor's New Clothes story. Dusklight. So Twilight. Maybe another year. See if you're in key. Jokes I didn't start well. Yeah, some Twilight jokes, a little bit like overdone, but also funny. So these, yeah, I know. So yeah, this game actually kind of made me fall in love with the Emperor's New Clothes as an idea, for Animorphs. So there's a lot of Chekhov's guns that are placed here. What are these? Paper. Just locked. I don't know if I've ever opened that chest. Yeah. So this is again kind of funny when you know what's the deal with these things. But we'll get to that later. Take the platypus. Music box. Oh. I don't know if I ever noticed that or specifically thought about why it was broken. So this is another. If you played the game, if you played the game once before and you're like, this is the first time you're like going through the story again, you're probably thinking like, huh, that was actually not as sinister as I thought. Spoiler, it's not as sinister. But so lighthouse, that's important. But I'm gonna stay and wait. Just because I want to get to the actual memory hopping. So this game has a memento type story of like someone's life. So you start when he's an old man, and you jump backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards until he's a child again. And they use that story really well. Yeah. So I got caught up in something. It's called our job. Get off your high horse. This one time, something. Just tell me we're good to go. Of course we are, because I'm competent. So I would definitely recommend. I mean, that's the thing that kind of redeems this intro, especially on repeat playthroughs. You can do different things and get different writing, and I do like the humor. Yeah. So let us initiate. Alright, here we go. So I was skipping through stuff, and it's still been like 17 minutes. So yeah, so here we go back into the past. I love this little filter. If I were to do a live action, version of this, I would shoot the real life scenes in real film, and then these scenes in digital. But I don't know if that would be good or not, because I am really I'm not really bad at it. I just know nothing about film production. I'm much more of a writing and game dev person, so. Oh man, this music is a treat to you. You should totally, if you buy the soundtrack, not only will we be getting this awesome stuff, but you also half of the money goes to a good cause. The Renzo von Mattenhorn. Dr. Neil Watts. The Sigmund Agency of Life Generation. Yeah. Jeez, dude! Did you break to him a little easier? This is where stuff is finally getting interesting. Can you do it? You might be able to. Where do you want to go there? I don't know. I know, but that is a secret that I'm keeping under lock and key. Yeah, we all know how much money astronauts get. You know all those famous astronauts like Neil Armstrong, or if you want to go really obscure, Buzz Aldrin, or no one else remembers any of the other astronauts. He just wants to go to the moon with all his heart, mind, and soul. it makes sense if you know why. Yeah. Questions about the future, points, access, return. Sorry. Oh, get on a giant catapult. Long as you continue to move, I'll cooperate in any way possible. So there's a little nod. So I've heard this game is basically Eternal Sunshine meets Memento and meets Inception. Which I love all these movies, and I could definitely see that. There's also a little light puzzle. There's also a reason why I much prefer this game to those movies. It's a very personal movie. But that is not again, I'm treating this kind of like I haven't played this before, even though I'm hinting at things that'll be relevant later. Yeah, happy. Oh man. So yeah, so this is teaching how to do stuff. So the clock doesn't make any noise. That's a bit weird and spooky, isn't it? Yeah. Alrighty. Do that, people. Millions old, I guess we'll find out. Yes, this is the fossil that remains of the, this is the fossil that remains. Alrighty, I think there's more downstairs. Yeah. I still don't know how anyone could, like, pickled olives. Hadouken! What the bleep was that? I like to think that that's actually getting diegetically bleeped. Like, in universe, there's like, we need to maintain professionality, and so all the sounds you hear when you're in this matrix is just, is actually, yeah, so I like these puzzles because they break up the pace, but not too much. And they also like provide an optional challenge. You know, I actually, despite all the time I've played the game, I haven't ever actually gotten a perfect like score on all the puzzles. So maybe I'll get it this time. Who knows? When it comes to rain, who's there the monster? I don't know about this. These memory hops in a short period of time. We've been meant to return to forever. Yeah, we know, Ava. Man, just enjoy the scenery. I think so. There's a meme I saw. I think it was right after Endgame. Oh, River E. Wiles. She won't be important at all. There was like some some, there was some, like, oh yeah, it was after Endgame, or Infinity War came out, so there was like all the talk about it was the most ambitious crossover ever, and there was a meme where it's like, Marvel, Avengers Endgame is the most ambitious crossover ever, and God's like, and it's like, God, hold my beer, and it's just a picture of a platypus. I don't think it's funny. And you will be able to watch over her every day. You won't be alone anymore. I'll never understand why, but stay true to your wish. You know, I'm gonna complain about Johnny a lot. I actually do like that he I mean, either you're both gonna not exist anymore and just won't feel anything, or it's gonna be the afterlife. There he is. Your wife. Oh, that's another thing that'll be important later. She didn't need to do it. I don't even understand. It's almost like your guys' brains are different. Dinosauric. It looks pretty empty. It's the lighthouse. What did you expect? Only that frickin' platypus. Yeah, this memento. Woo! Alright, activate this. Oh, this music is so good. Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. Don't lie! Don't lie! She doesn't lie. Yeah, seriously, dude. Lies. What is the cost of lies? I'm curious, do you guys know who Anya is? Can you guess? I mean, obviously they haven't said it explicitly right now. But if you do know, if you can guess, let me know in the comments below. So River is one of the best characters in all of gaming. I am totally biased, but we'll get to that in a second. Honestly, one of the best in all of literature or storytelling. she's making all the rabbits, and it's framed as, not framed, but, well, kind of, it's framed as a spooky, unnerving, scary, like weird thing that she's doing. And there might be reasons, good reasons why she's doing it, or at least understandable reasons that I will get to later. Okay. Well, would you like to hear it? Yes. You didn't have to bring the piano in here for this. I can hear you just fine with the door open. River tells it like it is. River. It's so cliche. It's just a placeholder. So these guys are kind of Nick Carraway's, what's the guy from Frankenstein's name? I barely read, I don't know if I ever actually fully read Great Gatsby. I didn't read it in high school. I might have read the whole thing, I can't remember. I can remember Nick Carraway, I can't remember the guy from the start of Frankenstein, and I'm Jekyllstein Gray, so there goes all my credibility. Never mind. That's the same song the kids were playing earlier, huh? Because you taught them. I'm too manly for this. I'm heading on. Oh man, masculinity and what's the name it's a big thing. I think I talked about one of my last pro videos about a month, starting a month from today. I decided to, I think I talked about Fred in a Scooby-Doo show, and one of the more recent ones. It's kind of a subversion of it, the one I actually like. Hey, they're building a house. Housey. Oh man, even though this game is almost all pixel art, it's still all the characters are so vibrant and expressive, and the environments are gorgeous, and I honestly have very few bad things to say about this game. I heard about her. She'd be okay. Stage, fortunately it's treatable. Miracle Reels. So this whole thing could have been avoided if they had lived in Canada. Thanks, America. This game came out in 2010. So we're still kind of dealing with the aftermath of the financial crash. Lighter, yeah. It's her choice, dude. And this is the moment that really got to me. So yeah, I've probably mentioned this on the show before, but if you're joining me for the first time, or if I didn't mention it, I am on the autism spectrum. Hello. And I I remember reading this line and like literally feeling like I was punched in the stomach, but in a good way. It's so hard to describe. It's so I probably would not have played this game if I knew that it was about autism, because so much of autistic representation in media is terrible. Like, I actually really like I can't watch any Alfonso Cuaron movies. I probably butchered that name. The guy who did Prisoner of Azkaban, Children of Men, Roma, things like that. Because he also did a documentary before Autism Speaks, which is like universally reviled by the autism rights community and the neurodivergent rights community, not just autism. And yeah, so he is, and I don't know if he regrets it or not. He might have already apologized. If he already apologized, let me know and like leave a link in the comments of like when because like it wasn't even like he wasn't like just some starving up and coming director who took this job because that was what was offered to him. Like, he had already directed a Harry Potter movie when he made this awful documentary that basically, you know, it's funny because Autism Speaks, despite what they're called, are not actually concerned with giving us a voice. They're a hate racket who basically goes around and tells parents, you know how you're having difficulty, you know how you're treating your autistic kid exactly like a neurotypical kid and wondering why it's not working out. That's because they're cursed. They're diseased. They have something like cancer. And if you give us money, we'll totally put research report here. And we'll also like pay our executives a hefty sum, tax free. Don't worry about that. We'll totally make a cure that your kid totally needs, despite whether or not they actually want it. Yeah, I'm actually barely containing my rage right now. Like I am, and I don't want this series to be me dunking on Autism Speaks for the whole thing, and I'm not gonna do that. But I will say that they're still kind of driving the conversation. Again, they have just, I don't want to get into it here, partly because I'll probably lose my monetization. So, okay, so I really want this video to be monetized. If any of my videos ever get monetized, I want it to be these ones. If I do get monetized, all the ad revenue I get from these videos I'm gonna donate them to the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, which is actually like trying to let autistic people speak. They're trying to give us a voice. And I'll leave a link in the description if you want to donate. And like I'll see people with Autism Speak shirts at work, and every time I see something like that, it ruins my day. Like not ruins, but I can't get it out of my head, partly because of autism, but it's not just that, because it's also like we're subhuman. Not necessarily the people wearing those shirts, but whether consciously or not, Autism Speaks is not portraying us as humans, or lesser humans. Like, and you know, someone wearing a shirt of an organization that is working to undermine your voice and trying to like deny your humanity, it hurts. Like it really hurts. And their influence is extended to a lot of media. Not all of it. Well, obviously, so this is one reason why I really like this game. This game, like, really resonated with me because I could tell, like, I had never had I never had any, sorry, I'm getting a bit choked up. I never had any representation of someone who behaved like me before, and I didn't, realize how much I had been craving that. It just means a lot to me. And it just kind of made me realize how important representation for other marginalized groups is in a way. You know, I had kind of been on board with it before because I was like, oh, it's really important. You know, they want it, they say it's good for them, but I never really understood what it felt like. Oh man, this isn't even the part where most people start crying. So I'm just getting started. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons why I'm going to promote this video, and I really don't want to pressure people into, but I also think it's really important that people know about this kind of stuff and hear our voices. We're not, like, I don't think very many people know what it's like. Like, I've heard, like, psychologists and philosophers, like, literally say I'm not a person. And I just, you know, even though I know that's not true, it still doesn't feel good. And I'm taking a big risk putting being vulnerable on the internet. That's not gonna probably go well for me, and people are probably gonna call me names. But I also, like, don't care because, like, I am called names, right? I hear autistic thrown around as an insult all the time, and it's not an insult, but it's shaming, and I don't want, like, I don't want people to feel ashamed of it because, you know, like, Anthony Hopkins is autistic, and he's an amazing actor, and he probably wouldn't be as good if it wasn't for him. Like, yeah. So this means a lot to me, and it means a lot to neurotypicals too, but especially to me. So thank you, Can Gal, and everyone who worked on this. If by some miracle you somehow are watching this video, thank you. This really helped. It really helped me in a lot of ways. So it's good to talk about this. Especially, I only really talked about this before with my parents. They're probably sick of hearing this by now, so yeah. I mean, no, but he is being selfish though. Not, you don't really see it as now, but the problem is that he's going behind your back. He's not trying to convince you. Like, honestly, I'm with Isabel on this. Everything's alright. So yeah, so if you're neurotypical, you're probably thinking, what is River doing? Why is she doing this? It makes no sense. And thing is, like, time, but also not a big deal. So, what did I say? So I actually, this is pretty intense. I think this is actually a pretty good place to end. Oh yeah, so River is, so if you're neurotypical, you're probably thinking, what is she doing? This makes no sense. It's completely irrational, and I mean, it kind of is, but also a lot of things you guys do are pretty irrational. I mean, and sometimes it feels like we know that the Emperor has no clothes on, but no one wants to admit it. Yeah. So this is probably one of the only times they actually, like, spam people, like, send this to a lot of people, and this time normally I'm like and subscribe if you, like, actually like this and want to share it, but in this case, I'm pleading with you, like, I'm begging you, like, please share this to anyone who you think might be remotely interested, because we don't talk about this stuff enough, and I really want to see the conversation, and I want to see, like, I just want to see more mainstream recognition of the of us, of my, like, people, and yeah, so yeah, so I'm gonna record another video probably tomorrow. I've got some work to do. Thank you if you've gotten this far. Like, really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And please, like, send this to anybody who has a kid who's been diagnosed with autism. Like, please send this to them, especially if they're considering applied behavioral analysis or, like, donating to autism speak, or just send this to an autistic person who just got diagnosed, or just send it to someone, like, who thinks, like, even if you don't care about any of this stuff, the story is still amazing and beautiful, and I love it, and I really want more people to experience it. So please, like, I'm probably never gonna ask you to do this again, but please, like, please share this. Please send this to someone else. Please leave a comment. Please do all the algorithm boosting things. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna yell at you, and I'm not gonna make you, but I am gonna, like, put a little bit of pressure on you. Like, please, and obviously this is something in it for me, and I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'll donate all the monetization if I ever get any. And yeah, so sorry, this is a bit of a downer, but then again, this is a pretty sad game at heart. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. We're gonna save this. Actually, so yeah, it does auto save, which is nice, but not all the time. So we got everybody likes keys. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, thank you. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to, like, after watching this, you want to experience the rest of the game for yourself, again, go out and play it. It's cheap, it's short, and it's amazing. Yeah, so thank you for watching if you've gotten this far, and I will talk to you guys later. Stalling for time. I kind of want this to hit the 15-minute mark for some reason. Yeah, so see you guys later.